Good morning everybody, thanks for joining me again. I'm Alistair and this is the Highland Hikers. Welcome everybody, glad you could join me again today. I'm off out on my own again, still no Douglas, not quite there yet for being able to go out for a walk together, but it will be soon. I think the next video after this one, we'll both be out again together on a nice long, hopefully a Munro. But we'll see how things go. But today it is absolutely spectacular. The weather conditions are amazing. As you can see, it's blue skies everywhere. There's not a cloud to be seen, and it's just a wee bit cold, but not enough that I'm going to have to put on hats and gloves and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure once I start walking a wee bit further, I'm going to get a lot warmer now. So today I'm planning on heading up to the highest point in East Dunbartonshire, which is the Earls seat. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to take in Dumgoyne, which you can see behind me, this massive big kind of outcrop at the end of the Campsie Fells. So my plan is today head up there and then we'll head over the Campsies to the Earls seat and then we'll head back down. So I started the walk in Strathblane this morning and I've walked up from there through what is some amazing houses just along the road there, and I've kind of come out to the countryside, and I'm hoping that there's not going to be many people out today. I think this is quite a popular walk. I think the walk's about 18 kilometres in length, roughly. There's not an actual guide for this, so kind of striking out more in a wee bit. But we'll see how it goes. And with the weather being absolutely amazing, I think it is going to be a spectacular day. Haven't seen Douglas's video when he was up at the Hill of Stake, the highest point in Renfrewshire. I think he commented that he wished he brought some suntan lotion, and I'm already beginning to worry that maybe I should have done the same today. So I've just come off the main path. There's a well-maintained road, good way up. It's a nice easy climb up. It's, I think it's maintained by Scottish Water at least, as it follows the line of the old Loch Catchin aqueduct that has been around for quite some time. There's a few kind of vent ports and access bits to it, which I'm reliably informed have just undergone a £20 million upgrade, and if they're just switching it on, that's what the man told me. I have no idea what that involves, but now off the road and heading quite steeply uphill now a good bit, over a path which is looks like it's seen quite a lot of footfall recently. It's quite muddy, even though it's been fairly dry recently. So we'll see how it goes. There we go. This beautiful wee river just comes down the hill there, and there's a nice wee waterfall just further back there. It looks absolutely stunning. So I was kind of a wee bit wondering where I would be able to cross the river, having looked at the maps in advance, but quite happy there's quite clearly a path here and a wee style over this wall here, which takes me firstly to Dumfoyne and then on to Dumgoyne. Two hills right next to each other, separated in height by 1 metre, going by the OS maps. Not much in it at all. I'm not planning on going up Dumfoyne today. I'm going to head round to Dumgoyne and probably catch my lunch up there. I think this walk might be a 2 sandwich trip, but we'll see how we go on and see how much the tummy wants some fed at some points. So behind me is Dumgoyne. No, never mind. So behind me is Dumgoyne, the first part of my walk this today. It's 427 metres tall, this hill, and it's fairly steep getting up it, especially coming up from this side. You can probably see a few people trying to head up there. It's not the easiest coming down. There's still a wee bit of ice. It was pretty cold over the last few days during the night, and you can see some kind of snow just in some of the steps coming down. It's a bit iffy, especially in the shadows up there. Not particularly pleasant, but again, it's just a very short descent until you get to this point here. It's a lot busier up there than I thought it would be, especially considering it's a weekday. But the views up there are spectacular. You can see all the way over Glasgow and all the way up into the Highlands. It's absolutely spectacular. Its kind of neighbouring sister Dumfoyne is just over this way, and it's a metre shorter. And I think it's like one letter difference between the two names. It's quite intriguing. I wonder how they came to be. As I always love to do in these videos, point out the well-known landmarks, and using the Highland Hiker Clear Sky Index, I can confirm I can see Ben Lomond and Ailsa Craig from the top of Dumgoyne. So fairly clear day for sure. So this is the view I'm going to get for pretty much the rest of this walk, certainly all the way until we get to the Earl seat. After that we'll be heading back towards Glasgow, so we'll get great views over the city, and I'm quite curious to see just how far I can see kind of south from there. And that's the top of the highest point in East Dunbartonshire. This is the Earl seat at 578 metres. The views are absolutely spectacular from up here, pretty much as they have been for the whole of my walk so far. But the kind of interesting point, I think this fence here marks the kind of boundary between East Dunbartonshire and Stirling area. And whilst it's the highest point in East Dunbartonshire, it's not the highest point in Stirling. Highest point in Stirling is a bit further north. It would be Benmore. Should be able to see behind me at some point. Anyway, on from here, I'm heading south over the kind of smaller wee hills back towards Strathblane, and then be heading home after that. So I'm just heading away from the Earl seat now, kind of heading south. You kind of get to a fence that kind of goes off to the left, and the fence you've been following, it goes straight on. You want to kind of take that left hand bit there at the fence. That will kind of take you towards the next wee summit, which is the Little Earl, which I believe is just over 500 metres tall. I know from Dumgoyne, like I said, I could see the Ailsa Craig, but from up here it's even more spectacular. You can see it in all its glory, and the Goat Fell and the other hills on Arran are even more prominent just above the horizon. I mean, from up here I can see pretty much every highest point we've done so far, I think. The other thing that's making today look even better is just there is some clouds. It's a wee bit cold, but the clouds are moving across the landscape, and we're getting these kind of big patches of dark and light, and it just makes it look even more spectacular than it already is. The other thing I don't think we all probably appreciate, those of us who live in Glasgow, is just how close to the mountains of the Highlands that we are. You're literally just across the Campsies. You come up here and then that's all you can see is all the kind of southern Munros. It's amazing. So I think I have just experienced my first peat hag. If there's any more experienced walkers watching this, please let me know in the comments below if that's what that was. I felt like it was almost bog snorkeling time there. Something that Dougie managed to avoid in Hill of Stake. I think I've probably experienced worse there. My legs are now a wee bit wet at the bottom as I did not wear my gaiters. Thought it wouldn't really be necessary today, but maybe I should have brought them just for this bit. So this is my last wee stop before heading off the Campsies and heading back towards the car. This is the trig point for Dumbreck at 580 metres tall. Hopefully I got that right, pretty sure I did. The views around here are pretty amazing, like over Glasgow. Pan around and you can see, it's just, man, you can see for miles. I'm really curious to see what the mountains are that are right on the horizon. I'm gonna have to have a look at that once I get home. Thank you for joining me today on another walk. I have really enjoyed this one. It's just that sense of isolation I've managed to get from being out in the open and being miles away from everybody else. It's fantastic, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last walk before we actually get back up into the Highlands and get some Munros under our belts. So stick with us. We shall see you next week when hopefully we shall have a video of Douglas and I bagging another Munro. And until the next adventure, we shall see you then. Bye bye.